So, guys, now we'll be showing you that how God Kabir ji created this universe. As it is very evident and clear that everything has been very well simplified over here. As everything has been made very simple over here. Like in the initial days, that God Kabir ji was sitting alone, and next cutout we can see that he, as per his own will, made his four places named Nami Lok, Agam Lok, Alak Lok, and Satlok, right? And in the next cutout, we can also see that God Kabir ji made his four presence and uh, took his thorn over his four places made by him, as we can see through these cutouts. In the next cutout, we can see that he created some other places as well, like called Sola Dweep and Mansarovar as well. In the next cutout, we can see that God Kabir ji and with his 16 words created his 16 sons, as we can see this cutout. These all cutouts are very beautifully explaining that what all has happened during those times when God Kabir ji was creating this universe. It is also said that God Kabir has created this universe within 6 days, and on the seventh day he took his rest on his throne. So these are the cutouts which are very beautifully depicting that how this universe was created. There was a son who was created by one of the words of God Kabir ji named Achint. Achint was given the duty to uh, make the further arrangements to make this whole universe come in presence. And as we can see that Achint, with his word power, made his son, and he felt asleep in a very large ocean called Mansarovar, and God Kabir ji woke him up by doing his leela over here. Like we can see that here's a cutout where we can see that a person is coming out from an egg who was further in the future called Kal. And the next cutout, as we can see that the God Kabir ji created countless souls. This Kal made it up for 70 yugs, and in return, God Kabir ji gave him 21 universes. And further, we can see that this Kal made 70 yugas up again to get some more stuff to build up his 21 universes. So these are the cutouts which are very beautifully explaining that how this universe was created. Now we are seeing that this Jyoti Niranjan, who is also called uh, Kal, demanded some souls from God Kabir ji, and the first soul who agreed to go with this Kal Jyoti Niranjan, God Kabir ji made him a girl-like appearance, who is also known as Durga, and all the souls after that, who all agreed to come up with this Kal to come up in his 21 universes. They were all feeded in this Durga Devi's body. So this was the way of transporting the souls from God Kabirji's place to this Kal Jyot Niranjan's 21 universe. And after that, we can see that this Durga and Kal, they were expelled from Satlok, where all the souls were initially living there. After that, when this Durga and Kal got separated, their 21 universes were detached from Satlok. Then three sons were born who are known as Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiv, whose evidence can also be seen in God Kabir ji's scripture, in which it is written that Teen Putter Ashtangi Jai, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv, Naam Dharai. So this was the way how Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiv they were born. Right now, everyone believes that there are no parents of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiv, but their birth and their information about their mother and father is written in God Kabir Ji's scripture known as Kabir Sagar. So after that, we can see that how Durga Devi got his son married with the three girls. So viewers, we can see a very beautiful flex over here at this Adhyatmik Pradarshini setup at Satlok Ashram Khamanon. Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji's picture has been shown over here, and Vani is written which says that Satyug mein Sat Sukrat keh tera, Treta naam Muninder mera, Dwapar mein Karuna mein kahaya, or Kalyug naam Kabir dharaya, which means that God Kabir Ji comes in all the four yugas by his different names, but in this particular Kalyug, he comes by his original name Kabir. In Satyug, he comes by the name of Sat Sukrit. In Treta Yug, he comes by the name of Muninder, and in Dwapar, he comes by the name of Karuname, and in Kalyug, he has appeared by his original name Kabir. So there are many other flexes as well, which are showing that how Kabir ji comes to this earth to give the true scripture based knowledge and worship by which the salvation is possible, because there are many saints who are telling their own way of worship, which is actually contrary to what is written in our holy scriptures, due to which no one is getting salvation, and everyone is in a misconception that they are getting salvation, but in actual they are getting hell. So viewers, at this Satlok Ashram Khamanon and 12 other ashrams of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji, everywhere Kabir Saheb Ji's Nirvan Diwas is being celebrated. The history behind this Nirvan Diwas is being shown here through these beautiful cutout. Like when God Kabir Ji 600 years ago, when he was when he came to this earth to give the true knowledge, true scripture-based knowledge and worship at those times, the fake pandits and Brahmins had uh, made a misconception that whosoever will got their head beheaded uh, by this sharp blade will only get salvation. And this whole structure was installed at Kashi city, which is right now in Uttar Pradesh, India. So God Kabir ji made the people aware of the real fact that no one's gonna get salvation through this mechanism, because the only way to get salvation is by doing the true scripture based worship which God Kabir ji only was giving. So God Kabir ji made the people aware by saying that he will leave his body at Magar city, which was known as that whosoever will leave his body at Magar will directly go to hell, no matter how perfectly he has done his all the duties called the pious obligations. So when God Kabir ji entered the Magar city, there was a river which was called as the Ami River, uh, in which there was no water. And God Kabir ji, by doing his Leela, showing his supreme power, God Kabir ji made that river alive again. So this was the miracle which was done 600 years ago, and this river, Ami River, is flowing today as well. So this shows the power of God Kabir ji, and in this last cutout, we can see that how God Kabir ji left his body. This cutout is showing that God Kabir ji left this universe, this earth, with his body, because there is no one who comes with his body and goes with his body, but God Kabir ji is only the one who has left this earth with his body, and only some flowers were left behind, and those flowers were divided between the Hindus and the Muslims present there. And we can see that Hindus and the Muslims who divided the flowers left behind, they made these structures as a memory that this is the real incident happened in the past. Hindus had has made their own structure, and the Muslims has also made their own structure, and there's a common path between them as well. So during that time, the people got to know that who is their real God, and the Hindus and the Muslims are not separate. They both are the sons of the same God, Kabir. Now we can see that this is the section where a lot of holy scriptures are also kept with too many markings over here. Whatsoever Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji used to tell through his satsang, those all proofs are kept over here. Sticky notes has been properly made over here to make the people coming over here the true scripture based knowledge, the knowledge which was never told to us by our earlier dharam gurus. And this is the place where the devotees are getting their true knowledge, true scripture based knowledge, and they are getting the true scripture based worship through which only salvation is possible. So, viewers, right now we're having one of the followers of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji. We'll talk to him. So, hello, sir. What's your name?
Mushkil sir. My name is Upinder Singh.
Sir, we can see that a lot of scriptures are kept over here with sticky notes attached to them. Sir, what is the reason behind keeping these all stuff over here?
All these holy scriptures are kept here for reference to all those visitors who are coming here over to take the hand-to-hand knowledge that Sant Rampaji Maharaj Ji are giving in his spiritual discourses. So simply they come here to verify whether the references given by Sant Rampaji Maharaj are true or not, so that they can easily authenticate the views and ideas regarding Kabir Parmeshwar as the one God for which we have to worship.
Sir, we have also come to know that a lot of people say that Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji, when he used to do satsang, he only shows the scriptures and he never tells his own experience. Sir, what are your thoughts on this? Is this a correct way to do satsang?
Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji have no need to explain through scriptures, but for the purpose of explaining to the laymen who are depending upon the scripture, they think that, for example, Christianity is dependent upon Bible, Muslim community is dependent upon Quran Sharif, then Hindu community is dependent upon holy Vedas, Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, and so many other scriptures are there. So, if someone is telling from their own scripture, then it is easy to identify and acquaint with the Almighty Lord.
The Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji has also challenged and invited all the Dharam Gurus for a spiritual discussion so that the laymen could get a common way of worship. But no one came in front for a spiritual discussion. Sir, what is the reason behind this?
Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji called upon all the Dharma Gurus for having spiritual discussions on their respective scripture. But they didn't come up because all those Dharma Gurus spell out that they are dependent upon Vedas, they are dependent upon Quran, they are dependent upon Bible, they are dependent upon Bhagavad Gita, they are dependent upon Quran, they are dependent upon Shastras, but they simply take the name, they utter the name only, but they never uh, take into account the knowledge that is given into that scripture. So they were unaware about of the knowledge given in that scripture, but Sant Rampal Maharaj Ji clearly reflect whatever is required from these scriptures for spiritual gain. So that is why Sant Rampal Maharaj called upon, and all those Dharma Gurus never turned up because they were unaware of their own scriptures.
Right. So, viewers, at first instance, if I also give my personal experience about this, I also somewhere agree with what this follower is saying that uh, the other dharam gurus are themselves are not aware of their own scriptures because there are many things which have been written in these scriptures are contrary to what the other dharam gurus are saying.